Okay, we are officially live with Mike Hinkle of the World Massage Festival. How are you doing tonight, Mike?
Doing great, doing great.
And we also have Tina Allen of littlekids.com, and she's worldly known of pediatric and infant massage.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Mike. How are both of you tonight?
Doing great, Tina.
All right,
good.
See you home
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah. So we're going to tag team you tonight for interviewing. So Tina Allen is on a little tour. I mean, a big tour. So every single weekend she's in a different part of the country, basically.
Right.
So, and she stopped over here. We're shooting some video, so you'll be seeing some clips up really soon. First, what I'd like to do is, how'd you come up with the idea of the World Massage Festival?
Well, before I start, I'd like to wish Jan Schwartz out in Arizona. It's her birthday. I'd like to wish her happy birthday for everybody. In 2006, I was the editor of the AMTA Florida Journal newsletter. It was the AMTA chapter newsletter. And they asked me to come up with an idea to promote massage to the general public. Well, when I studied the industry, what struck me was that we weren't honoring the people who had built the bridges for us. I mean, if you've got kids going through school and you want to entice them to stay in the field for 20, 30 years, you have to show them people who have been successful and have made it in that career field. And we weren't doing that. So that's why I started the Hall of Fame. And with the Hall of Fame, that made sense that, okay, you're going to have 12 people and they'll have a good time and everything. But unless people knew those people directly, they weren't going to travel to see the event unless there was something in it for them as well. So what I did was started the World Massage Festival to house the Hall of Fame in, and then it brought students to the students of the people who were getting honored could come to the Hall of Fame ceremonies and honor the people who, just like Tina, who last year came in the Hall of Fame. And these people have been out here for years doing this, and they need to be honored, and it'll open doors for the students as well down the road.
And speaking of the Hall of Fame, who is coming this year?
Wow, this year. The ones being honored this year, the keynote speaker will be Paul St. John from Tampa, Florida. He's also introducing his medical massage in the pool. It's called Aquasomatic. This is brand new technology. He's always been into medical massage, but now to take that into the pool, because when you work inside of a pool like that, you have 1/5 of the gravity that you have outside the pool. So you're able to do things inside that pool that you wouldn't be able to do. So it just makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a great class, groundbreaking stuff. Coming in the hall, Paul's already in the Hall of Fame. He came in 2008. Coming in this year will be Ben Benjamin, Elliot Green, Steve Halpern, Julia Hayes, Bob King, Sue Davy, Linda Kramer, Joseph Lieberman, Claire Marie Miller, Carol Osborne, Karen Reifinger, Rick Rosen, and Haweo Takata. Now, there's 12 people at this point in time. This will be the last year that we bring in 6 men and 6 women. After this year, starting next year in Cullowhee, North Carolina, we will be bringing in 12 women and 12 men. We will double it.
And do you have an idea? Do you have an
What's
idea?
that?
You have an idea who are you going to be inducting in there?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Okay, in 2011.
He needs a drum roll for
Yeah.
this, Ryan.
A drum roll.
You need a drum roll
Da, 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 da,
for
da,
this.
da.
And this is really neat, guys. And see, I announced 2 years in advance who the Hall of Fame people are, because then that way they can put it on their schedules, they can put it on their business cards, the people that they're teaching out there, just normal classes, then can come and honor them whenever they're inducted into the Hall of Fame. Given 2 years period of time, they should be able to get all their friends together, get everybody organized, have a very nice show. Last year, Natalie Cecilia brought her family from France to help honor her. Tina was there. She can tell you all about it. Anyway, next year in the Hall of Fame. The 24 people are Laura Allen, Judith Ashton, Robert Benson, Leon Chatow, Gloria Coppola, Jonathan Goldman, I can read my writing, Joseph Heller, Dwayne Jahan, David Lauterstein, Karen Lay, Whitney Lowe, Michael McGillicuddy, Tom Owens, Richard Rossiter, Susan Salvo, Margie Schaefer, Jack Thomas, Carrie Smith, Linda Solon-Wolf, Anita Shannon, Diane Thompson, Lynn and Paul Wynn, and Leslie Young.
Okay, we got them all?
Those are the 24 people coming in next year.
Okay. And Tina Allen was in the World Massage Therapy Hall of Fame, and
Last year.
Yep, last year. So I mean, yeah. So with her, I mean, it's more with pediatric and infant massage, and she's teaching all over the world, and she's even going to Japan this year too. So pretty amazing that you're gonna get to go to Japan, and then Thailand, and also where's another one you're going to?
I'm going to take a group to Thailand and also to Vietnam at the end of the year, so we can go and introduce infant and pediatric massage into many different orphanage settings, and we'll get a chance to massage the babies and also the children, but then teach the caregivers as well, so it's sustainable, so it stays there and lasts long beyond when we come back.
Sure.
So we're really excited to do that. I've been taking a group every year overseas. I'm just excited to do that again.
And are you ever planning to have the
There you go,
Yeah.
that's why-
Are you ever planning on having the World Massage Festival in a different country at all, or are you planning on having it in the United States for a while then?
Every time I restart, every time I move every year, everything restarts every year. So what I'm thinking of, at least for the next 2 years, 2011, 2012, keeping it at Western Carolina University in Cullowhee, North Carolina, we can house 9,500 therapists. There's no place else that's given me this versatility and ability to do what I want to do with the festival. Next year's festival will be a week long. It will incorporate a teacher. Anyway, we'll get into all that. But there's a lot of plans that are going to be happening, and I would love to take it around the world. Right now, we have people from around the world coming to us, though. And until we get enough coming, that there's enough interest going back out there to make it worth our while, I hate leaving the people that they're just now getting stoked about the World Massage Festival, and I hate to leave it when it's just starting to catch here in the country, and it really is. A lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. So Ryan is going to be right back, Mike, and he's turned the mic over to me. So this ought to be fun here for a second.
There we go.
So one of the
All
things
right.
he was suggesting that I ask you is, who are some of the main sponsors for this year's festival?
Okay, our main sponsor this year is Massage Today. There are many of them that are becoming more and more involved. We have Massage Envy, Massage Warehouse, AB&P has done a lot for us. Massage Promotions, Ace Cupping, Anita sold out her first class.
Oh, fantastic.
First person to sell out this year.
Great.
Massage Publications. BioFreeze is the institution of the year this year. They're furnishing the bags and samples and all sorts of literature. They're also doing the Student Day program we're going to be talking about. Hands-on Trade, Judy Calvert out of Washington has been really supportive. James was lost. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's loads of people. Even Massage Magazine is sponsoring some of the teachers this year. They picked, I think, 6 teachers
Great.
that they're going to be supporting. So it's looking good.
Oh, it's a really good lineup. Lots of fantastic support. So that's great. And
Great vendors.
no, and I hear too. Ryan said there's lots of new free stuff and all kinds of entertainment and lots of fun things to do. So can you share a little bit about all the great stuff we get to experience while we're there?
Well, we're going to start on Thursday. On Thursday night, we're going to have what's called a Bluegrass Jam, and they have it every Thursday in the old town in Berea, Kentucky. And if you play a musical instrument that doesn't need electricity, you can jump in and be part of the Bluegrass Jam. Now, I know that Ralph Stevens plays the washboard, so he has these metal rings that he wears, and he's able to play the washboard, and he's going to be doing that. I think Laura Allen's going to be jumping in and playing, and a few other people said that they play instruments too, and they're going to jump in. So we'll have a lot of fun down there on Thursday night. Then on Friday, you'll wake up early Friday morning, and you'll have Qigong. These are free classes now, Qigong classes. You'll have a breathing class, a yoga class, stretching class. Then Friday evening you'll have comedian Lanny Moody. Remember him from Texas? He'll be back with us again, and he's going to be right before the symposium. And then after that is going to be Kevin Snedden, who is the president of the FSMTB. He's going to be doing a poi fire dance spinning exhibition for us. On Saturday, we'll have a Massage Today giving away the 500. When you register, you'll be given a Massage Today shirt. And if you wear that at 1 o'clock on Saturday in the vending hall, we're going to get one of your names are going to be pulled. And as long as you got that shirt on, they're going to give you $500. So that'll pay for everything. Then we have a brand new person coming in. His name is James Brewster Thompson. This guy's supposed to be the strongest rope jumper in the world. What he does is he puts people on his body. He can put 3 people on him, up to 400 pounds, and he jumps rope with those 400 pounds on him. That's just one of his acts. He's also a ventriloquist, and he does other things. So there's all sorts of fun things going to be going on at the same time. Of course, then Steve Halpern will be playing the music, and the Hall of Fame will start, and the people will come in. We'll be recognizing you and other people that are there that are already in the Hall of Fame. Then we'll be recognizing the new people, and then the people that will be coming in future years. All sorts of new awards and stuff that we have going on this year. And then we'll have the Hall of Fame reception right after the Hall of Fame. And then Massage Warehouse has a special event for us that's going to take place. I can't tell you about it. Some people have heard hints about it, but shh, don't tell nobody. And then on Sunday, we're going to have Carla Gover, who is, she plays bluegrass music. She's known all over that area around Berea. She's going to be on stage at 1 o'clock playing for everybody. And then finally, Jenny Ray and Janelle Lackman will do a Native American ritual, which is the closing ceremony. It'll be a sage smudge ceremony, and we'll also honor Auntie Margaret at that. Anyway, that's the free stuff.
Wow.
Besides the door prizes and thousands of dollars of jewelry and lotions and tables and tons of stuff. Everybody gets something.
And are you sure we're going to be able to do all of that in the 4 or 5 days that we're all there?
That's just the free stuff.
Oh my gosh.
That's just the stuff. I know everybody, you're not going to be able to do everything. And that's the thing. I wanted everybody to understand about festival. You don't have to, just because we got 200 hours of education you can have next year, don't mean you have to take 200 hours of education, guys. You only got to have so many hours of education a year, so, cut back a little bit on the education. Yes, you want to take everything, I understand that, but you could do a lot better, have a lot more fun if you got to see some of this other stuff that's going to be going on, because I don't believe, one thing I noticed when I studied the conventions was that these conventions, they were basically allowing it up to just a few handful of people to do like one event. And if you miss that event, you just missed the entertainment for the convention. And I thought that kind of stunk. I think that you need something going on every day. You need something going on while the classes are going on. You need something going on for the general public, because if you want to get the general public involved, you got to have something for them. You can't just say, okay, we have classes for therapists, and, well, you're not a therapist, so you can't come in here. My festival is open to everybody. General public. I got a 12-year-old kid coming, paying fee. I got kids coming from Australia, Canada, Mexico, people coming from all over.
Great.
And I hear that there's some news awards this year.
We're going to have, there are many new awards this year. We have the Presidential Award. We actually started it at last year's festival. I told everybody about it. And there's only been, I think, one person that's really taken it to heart, and that's Darcy Nyber. She's qualified. I'm not sure which medal she's qualified for, but here's the thing about the Presidential Service Awards is, this is open to anybody out there that does any kind of volunteer service. I mean, we almost all do. Almost all massage therapists do some form of volunteer service. All you got to do is go to this page that I've created and fill in the information, and you'll be getting an award from the President of the United States at the Hall of Fame ceremonies. So it's an easy award to get. I hope a bunch more people get into it. Then we have the Charlotte Hooton Award. Charlotte Hooton was a really neat lady. She passed. And we're going to have an award for her every year. Her husband will be there, and he'll draw the name, and that person will get free every year. I mean, every year we'll give away a free. Next, we have the Loyalty Awards. Loyalty, part of what you get with festival is you come 4 years, and you get the 5th year for free. You come the 6th through the 9th year, and then you're starting your 10th year, you never have to pay again. And we have 4 people. Then we have the Media Award, which is brand new. It'll go to the media that's promoting massage the most. And I have people voting all the time on all these different things. I mean, it's not a arbitrary thing that somebody just decides. We talk about them a lot between the groups. And last, we created an award that will honor Annie Margaret. And it's called the Humanitarian Award. And it's given because of her decision to share Lomi Lomi with everybody. Of course, we got the 12 Hall of Famers, the school, the teacher, the association, the institution, and the Lifetime Achievement Award, and then the pioneers.
That's very good.
That's the awards.
Very nice, Mike. And I heard you guys are going to have a student day, is it?
Yeah, Friday is student day. BioFreeze is going to take care of 150 students, and it'll be there's all sorts of events. James is going to be talking. Someone will go down to the vending floor. Someone will stay up in classes. They'll actually be able to go to classes. Then on Saturday and Sunday, if they want to go to classes, I have a reduced fee that they can do that.
Great. And I heard something about a sanctuary going on there too.
Yeah, that's Angie Patrick. It's going to be wild. Angie's looking for volunteers, by the way. Anybody out there that is listening, Angie Patrick will be glad to put you right to work there in the sanctuary, and the money will go for the Shriners Children's Hospital.
Fabulous.
And
they're still looking for volunteers, aren't they?
Yes, we'll be looking for volunteers right up to that time. We need about 70 people, I think. I think there'll be that many people getting the services. I know a lot of ladies are talking about getting 2 or 3 of the services, not just one. So hopefully we'll raise a lot of money for the kids, and it'll be fun.
Great. And is this the first year you guys have done the sanctuary there then?
Yeah. This is the first year that we finally got the big support that we've been looking for. And warehouse has been instrumental.
And they always are. They go above and beyond again.
Yeah, they do.
And will there be live coverage during that whole time?
Yeah, you ought to know about that one. It's going to be through this, I think, main service. They're gonna hook it up, and people will be able to, like, if you're at home, if your husband's at home or whatever, you can say, "Hey, baby, how you doing? Love you," and he'll be able to say it back to you if he's got a cam and he's on Skype, and we'll Skype right in, and it should get you a lot more people on your Skype list, and hopefully it'll grow, and I hope that all conventions start doing it eventually. I'd like to see conventions start carrying live coverage from the floor, so people could see these things going on and they could feel like they were part of it, and especially in membership ones. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for them not to.
Yep. And I wanted you to kind of do the lead-in for that, so that's why.
The lead-in for that.
Yeah.
Well, what I was thinking was, that we could do a show that Wednesday night from there, the night before it all starts.
Yeah.
We could do it. Tina be there. There'll be a lot of Hall of Famers there right then, and we could do a group radio show from there.
Oh, perfect. And we'll make it happen. So, but you guys are 1 hour ahead of us, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I think Kentucky is too over there. Yeah. I'm on right now. It's 10:20 here. Y'all got 9:20 there.
Yep.
Yep.
And where is it? And for myself, I'll be shooting free commercials there for any massage therapist or any vendors too. So I just want people to take advantage of that. And Mike's not going to Mike's not going to hog the camera the whole time.
Well, Friday I'll be tied up with the students almost all day, and then is the symposium. I mean, Friday I'll be gone, and then Saturday I'll just be having fun in the vending hall, hopefully, and Sunday everybody will be winding down by Sunday. Kind of short. I don't like 3 days. It's too short. That's just not long enough. People are just starting to enjoy themselves on Saturday, and it's time to go home.
Yeah.
So next year with a week, we ought to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we got a 12,000-seat arena, Tina.
Wow.
We're going to have a concert. We're going to have music. I can't tell you all I got yet. I got all sorts of stuff already.
Wait. No, Mike, just make a little announcement. Just leak something here live.
Yep.
Come on,
Okay,
Mike. Just a little.
Live.
All right.
We're gonna have Patsy Cline and Tina Turner.
Okay. We are? Okay.
Is that true?
All I'll say.
That's all he's going to say.
Is
That's
that?
all I'll say.
But he's got that little smile, so what's he thinking? Okay, I guess we have to all go and find out.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
Well, think about it. The shows we're going to have next year will even blow these ones that we're going to have this year away. Next year is going to be just outrageous, off the wall.
Great.
And it's still going to be beneficial this year too.
Oh, this year's going to be great.
Yeah.
This year's going to be, and we're almost, see, the kids only got 1 week left, guys. They got 1 week left to get the meals. They've already lost the lodging on campus. That's sold out. So now they get the meals. And May 20th, that ends. I have to turn in that money, and I have to turn in the names of the people. So they got till May 20th to get their meals. After that, you're down to the $300 education fee, which will cover the 24 hours and all the entertainment. But that's it. That's what we're down to. I'm the only convention that the price actually goes down as it gets closer to the event. Everybody else goes up. Mine goes down because things go out, because I try to offer one package for everything. Your lodging, and then next year, oh man, I've even worked it out next year. Here's the key. Here's the deal. You show up this year, you're a therapist, and you show up this year. A lot of therapists this year paid $492 to get in, right? Okay, what I done was I worked this deal to where if they're at the event this year, if they're actually at Maria, and they want to come next year, they can pay. I give them an additional $100 off as a repeating therapist. So they can pay, let me get this right now, they can pay it's less money than they paid this year. They can pay $490. Now that's only $2 less, but a la latte McDonald's, okay? You get $2. It's a good key for $490. If you're at the festival and you're attending the festival this year, $490, everything paid. And next year, let me tell you, you think you're getting a lot this year for your money? It ain't even going to come close to what you get next year. Not even close.
So, is it going to be the same price then next year then?
Basically, now that's for the people that come to the show. The people that don't come to the show and don't get the early bird next year, the regular early bird is $540. It did go up, but next year you got 2 people to a bathroom rather than 8 people to a bathroom like it is this year. I mean, we had to learn. This was a learning curve. So we learned, you know. So we got 2 people for a bathroom, and that'll be a lot nicer. The rooms are nicer. The meals. At Colowee, the entire town's kind of like Berea, where the town's built around the college, but that's all there is just that college town right around there. There ain't nothing else around there. So Colowee's kind of nice. It'll be like a retreat, and people can fly right in. Here's the key. One of the things that was getting at the conventions was they all have them in these cities, you know, where you can get off the airport, go right to the airport Holiday Inn, and there's your convention, okay? Or else you drive in, it's $12 to $20 a day to park your car. That's too expensive. I don't like that. So,
what can therapists do to help now?
What can therapists do? Well, they can get a badge. Got badges that they can put on there. If they go to worldmassagefestival.com, there's a thing there that says be a friend, want to be a WMF friend, and they click on that and they get a badge. And Sean Brenza, I think, is the first one that's up there, and you'll see her little cute smiley face, and she's got a badge, and everybody gets a badge. I mean, put it on your websites. You can download the poster that we have up online and put that out. You can, the main thing you can do is bring a friend with you to the festival. I mean, that's the key. If everybody brings a friend every year, we'll double the thing every year. And that's what we've been doing. I'm also thinking about a thing called a state rep. And what a state rep will do is glean people from his state. He'll get in free. The state reps, I'm going to work with people who want to come in every year free and help us out and help promote and do things like that. So I'm working on a plan for that too. And I'll be talking about that at the symposium. Just bring a friend. That's the number one thing that you can do to help everybody, to help the situation.
And what is a symposium?
Symposium's a thing that I started in 2008. And what I do is, there was a lot of guys that had questions, therapists, that had questions, and I didn't have all the answers. So, but I had all these people. I had these teachers and instructors, and I had vendors, and I had school teachers. I said, well, these people got to have the answers. They've been around forever. So I formed a panel. I just said, would you like to be on a panel to answer questions to the kids as they have, you know, and I call all students kids. It could be 80 years old. You're still a kid. To me, I mean, if you're a student, you're a kid. That's habit. So when you hear me say kids, that's what I'm talking about, a student.
Are you talking about Little Kids Foundation? Is that the one?
Oh,
no.
my goodness.
Kids, anyway, kids
wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this panel sits up there, and the students sit up there, and the therapists sit up there in the audience, and they ask questions of these industry leaders. And it does a couple of things. It gets it's giving feedback back to the people who are making the decisions, how the people out here feel. I mean, I see very little polling taking place, and if it does, it's a generic poll, and it's over here, and that's not going to do a whole lot. You need to get all these together and get one aspect that you go with. Next question.
On to the next question. Let's just move right along.
How many years have you been doing the symposium?
The symposium since 2008, 9, 10. So this will be the 3rd year on the symposium.
Right.
And do you guys keep all those questions in, or the topics that
Yes.
you're going over, and do you try to expand on it? Okay.
Darcy Nyberg is our secretary every year for that. She's been there 4 years. She's one of the ones getting the loyalty award. She doesn't have to pay for her education next year. You come 4 years, you get your next year free. She gets that next year. She's our secretary at the symposium, and she keeps notes of everything.
Great.
And Angie Patrick said she loves your shirt.
Ace Cupping.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to sell out this year. First ones to sell out class. And every year from now on, Brian, whenever we have this show, I'm going to wear so it's up to every teacher to sell their class out, and I'll wear their shirt up on the show.
Who's in second contention?
Oh, wow. There's about 8 of them that this week I think we're going to close about 8 classes. If people don't start getting in classes fast, they're going to get shut out because there's a lot of classes. I don't have the names of them in front of me, but they're getting real close. Anita was just the first. And Anita came back out of nowhere. About 2 months ago, she was way behind, but boy, she went to work, and let me tell you, that class filled up quick.
Can we see what's underneath your hat?
No. You know the Gallagher, you all remember Gallagher? Famous in the 80s, I guess he was. He used to smash fruit.
Yeah, you'll have to have a watermelon at the festival to smash. That's what you're going to have to get a watermelon.
Maybe I'll take my hat off and get a big sledgehammer and smash a watermelon. Matter of fact, let's see, who would I hit? Right in front of the stage, I think, is ABMPFT, FSMTB, and the other table, so I guess they're going to get all over them. I'll give them plastic.
Okay. Yeah.
That works.
What kind of vendors are going to be there?
Vendors, we got everybody. We got Bombay Tower, we got Massage Warehouse, Massage Today, Massage Promotions, Massage Publications. We got all the massage. We got ABMP, AMTA. You got everybody that's in the industry is going to be there. I don't know of any entity that isn't represented. I mean, we got schools. We got people. Matter of fact, what we decided to do is extend the vending a little bit. We have some area outside in the hall and some other decks and stuff, and people are begging us to get in. So we took the vendor sold out sign off, and we're going to try to get everybody we can in there. If we got to go to the third deck of this place, we're going to get as many people in there as we can.
And is there any? How many vendors in general? How many are you going to have then?
This year we'll probably have in the end probably around 120. Next year we're looking at about 350.
That's kind of at least double to triple what most places are, aren't they? Because aren't most places maybe 50, maybe 100? Yeah.
It depends. State associations usually get anywhere from 10 to 20 vendors. It depends. And some of them are given away, that are in-house and stuff like that. Your bigger shows, I don't know. I've heard some numbers, and I've heard people say they're exaggerated a little bit. I don't know. There's no way to know for sure. I'm not going to worry about what they're doing, really. I'm just going to keep trying to get bigger.
And Angie Patrick just said she's bringing David Kent, Bruce Baltz, and Barb Richmond.
Great lineup. Great lineup. Massage Warehouse has done a fantastic job this year, and bring them all. Bring everybody. We're looking for at least 600 attendees, and it's going to be packed. We're going to have fun. We got the swimming pool. We got the weight room. We're going to be hopping and skipping. We get to run around the track at the top of the deck. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a lot of fun this year.
What kind of food is going to be offered in the buffet?
Buffet is all you can eat, 12 meals for your meal card. Remember, you only got 1 week left to get that meal card, folks. After that, you won't get a chance to do it. So get it this week. The meal card, you got vegan. You got a complete vegan display for you. You got different aisles, different stations, if you will. You have a place where you can have pizza and hamburgers and hot dogs, and here you can have tacos, and here you can have roast beef, and here you can have rice and sushi and all this. They got everything. It's just like a Golden Corral, I'd say. It might not be quite that level, but it's close. It's better than any cafeteria. We ate there all 3 times when we went to prepare all this at the college. I ain't got no complaints. It was great food.
And is there white rice there? My wife wants to know.
Yes, there's white rice, there's fried rice.
Yeah, because otherwise she's going to bring a rice cooker if there's not. So.
That'll be right. That'll be right. If there's not, I'll go to Walmart for her.
Okay,
right,
good.
Look at that.
Well,
My game's complete.
Yeah. And Angie Patrick wants to know how much the meal cards are.
The meal cards are $112 for the 12 meals. But the convenience that gives you of just being able to go a block, to eat and then to get back to the vending and everything, and to be eating one place rather than all the grease places, But they have some nice restaurants now around the Berea area. There's some gorgeous places. And if you can get out and get away and enjoy some of those little shops and restaurants that Berea offers there in that area, they are gorgeous. Just nice places.
Are there different kind of massage publications that are going to be there too then?
Massage publications. Well, you have Massage Today will be there. You have Massage Magazine will be there. You have Massage Magazine will not have a booth. They don't have booths, I guess, unless just at National and maybe at Florida. I guess they may do them. I'm not sure. But and mine, so far, all they've done is they walk around and talk to the vendors. They've never had a booth there yet.
Okay.
And then I'm there. I'm massagenews.org, everybody out there listening. Y'all send a letter. Anybody can send any stories anytime you want to. Send them to massagenews.org, and I'll get them in there.
Okay. So on your website, you have all the different vendors and workshops and everything. How fast do you keep that up to date then?
Every moment it changes.
Okay.
I say, Cindy! Cindy, and it gets updated right away.
That works, man. You gotta like that's a good team.
Hey, I'm honest. I know who does the work. I'm the idea man. She does the work basically. She always has. She's always been there. Does the work. Never complains. Well, I won't say never complains, but anyway, it's been fun. It's a great business. Love doing it. Love working with people that are in the business. Couldn't ask for a better profession.
Yep. Is AMTA and ABMP going to be there too?
Yes, AMTA Kentucky will be there. I think AMTA Tennessee is going to be there. And ABMP National will be there, yes.
Okay. And is there any liability insurance companies that are going to be there too, so if people have questions?
That's a good question. You mean people, you'll have your associations, you'll have Hands-On Trade.
Yeah, okay.
Will also be there. Judy Calvert's always there. She's been loyal since day one. If it wasn't for her and Robert, probably wouldn't be here because there wouldn't be a Hall of Fame. He was the one that came up with the original idea with the Wall of Fame that he had in Spokane, Washington, and that's where I started my list of the Hall of Fame from. And so Judy will be there with the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. IMA, somebody's sending literature. There's lots of literature this year, not as much as last year, not as many samples as last year, or door prizes. I didn't go crazy. I spent more time this year working on advertising and getting the word out there about the festival rather than just trying to build the festival itself. The festival itself is growing, so I'm trying to get the word out to more and more therapists about it.
And a lot of vendors give out free stuff too, don't they? And
Oh yes. The vendors, almost all of them have given door prizes. They've been very generous, and a lot of them are going to be giving us door prizes at the event. They don't want to have to pay for shipping and handling. They're going to be bringing them anyway, so they just give them to us at the event, and we'll be adding them to the door prize count as well.
And Angie says she can help a lot with the door prizes. So
She always does. She's great. She gave away at the symposium last year, guys. She gave away this really neat. It was a total kit. It had the chair and the table and every pad and cushion and everything that you could need to start out your career. It was really, really a nice kit. You remember that, Tina?
Mm-hmm. No.
It
really
nice.
was. Yeah, and it was one of those things that everybody, when they called the raffle tickets, you were all running up hoping you got that great prize. So, yeah, it was a really good one.
That was the good one. That was
a good one.
So, Angie's always there for us. Love Angie. I love her daughter Olivia. I hope Olivia comes to the festival. I've got a special area made up for her, all sorts of surprises. I hope she can make it as well. And your little one too, Tina. He's coming, isn't he?
He is. Last year he wasn't walking. He was only 2 months old last year, and he's 15 months now, and he's running at a good clip.
All right.
So he'll be running all over the festival this year.
Good. We want families. We really like that. We want as much of the general public as possible, and as many people getting involved in massage as we can.
And what is the timeline?
Okay, the timeline, Susan Salvo, everybody can thank for the timeline, and she doesn't even know it. It came out of her book. When I was in school, there was a timeline in there that showed the historical timeline of what had happened in massage. And so I just kept adding to it. Everybody that goes into the Hall of Fame, I put them into the timeline. And I basically did her timeline, and then I just keep adding to it. And it's like 40 feet long now. So it'll be on one wall where the Hall of Famers are, and you'll be able to go up there into that section, into that person's booth. They won't mind. They're just Hall of Famers anyway. They're just sitting there to meet people and greet people and talk to them. And you'll be able to go up and take your picture with that Hall of Famer next to their picture in the timeline. And it's just hopefully a way that we can carry on the profession. Like, I don't know who were the good people that were doing massage in 1920. Unless they're in Susan Salvo's book, I don't know. I got to continue that on and keep listening to people who were good, therapists and did things and went to Japan and taught people and brought these kids that, none of this is going to get recorded if we don't record it, guys. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That's why we're recording it tonight. So that's why. So.
That's right.
One more for the timeline tonight.
Yeah.
One more.
And somebody asked, so only the therapists have to pay, or does anyone attending, do they have to pay to get into the festival?
They don't have to pay to get into the festival, just to come and enjoy the vending and the events, except for the Hall of Fame reception. I mean, we put out like $8,000 worth of food, so we at least want the people to pay $10 for themselves to come in to eat whatever they want to eat. So, but besides that, every event is free for people to go to, the general public to go to, except the classes. Now, the free classes they can go to, like the stretching and the yoga and the breathing and the qigong, they can even go to those. But the paid classes, they will have to pay, just like they're a person, just like they're a therapist. They pay to go. And we've got, I think, 12 this year that have done that. Their husband wants to go with the wife to class. No problem. You want to go, you pay. They paid. They don't want the credit. They want to learn how to massage their wife, how to make life better for them. So they're coming to class too. It's so cheap, they're getting it cheaper than if they went to another convention, just one of them. So, I mean, that's all. I mean, it just makes sense to do it. It's cheaper. I mean, you can go to, there's so many things. Like next year, we want to have James Waslowski. We want him to do a 5-day intensive.
Wow. Since
we're going to be there a week anyway, why not open James up for his entire, he can certify everybody on the East Coast. We'll get 1,000 people in that gym and certify 1,000 people.
What about Tina Allen next year?
Bring them on.
Yeah.
We'll certify 1,000 babies.
All right.
Yeah.
See the has a massage.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
And
I would. There's all sorts of records that are going to be broken next year, and that's the intent. In partial too is to where there's all sorts of things that we want to do next year that we haven't had the opportunity to do. But now that we have the housing, the food set up, everything in place, the classrooms, we have everything we need now. We should have the best massage event that's ever been on the face of the earth.
And Mike Hinkle's going to be there, so that's a good thing about it, right?
No, that's the bonus.
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
That's the bonus.
If I'm able, I'll be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
now. Come on now.
Without his hat, okay? Come on,
I'll take my hat off of that. If everything works like I want it to next year, I'll go hatless the whole time.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, look in the camera this time.
No.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
I promise to go hatless. I promise to go hatless next year, 2011, Colway, North Carolina. If everything works out.
If everything works.
Yeah. But
Awesome.
and with the timeline, can people? I think I saw in the past you can purchase something on the timeline, like on a CD or something.
I've got a timeline CD that incorporates all the pictures from all the years and the timeline itself. It goes one by one and shows each template on the timeline. Kids could use it for like a class, say they're going to massage school and they want to do an article on the history of massage or anything like that. No problem, no copyright rules or anything like that. I made it so you can use it, and same thing you do with all your stuff.
Okay.
You know, let them use it, and hopefully it'll make somebody a better grade, some money, or whatever they want to do with it.
Yeah. And is that a hat on your head that people can purchase?
Yes, this would be. Yeah, I know you're trying to get it off of me.
Yeah.
These are the two pins. We have two pins now. This was the first pin here, and this is the second pin. They'll be for sale too. $3 and $5. The hats are $15. Got all sorts of shirts. I even made up shirts this year. Last year they were saying that there weren't enough shirts for therapists that had massage therapists on them, but didn't have no designs and stuff. So I made up. Cindy made up all sorts of shirts that have all sorts of designs and everything, and they'll be at the festival as well.
And aren't they embroidered too?
Yes, all the shirts that we have are embroidered. They are not screen pressed.
Okay, so they're going to last a lot longer. And
we got Gildan brand shirts, nice shirts. They don't shrink on you. They're 50-50. They feel so nice on you. Nice shirts.
And do you have a 2X for me and size extra small for Tina?
I'll let the bird out the bag here for you, Ryan.
Okay.
We have a special shirt that we made for you. It's got World Massage Festival videographer on it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
It's got your logo on it.
Awesome.
And I would like you to wear that on Thursday, if you would, right out in front of the alumni building where Cindy is registering people, and Massage Today will be giving out their shirts. What I'd like you to do is to interview people as they come up to see where they're from, what part of the country, ask them what they're taking, stuff like that. And you can wear your shirt, and everybody will know who you are.
Okay.
That works.
And
Okay.
yeah, and aren't we going to have a little car in front of the building too again, or?
Are we having a little car in front of the building? We are. What little car? Yes, I'll have my little smart car there if you want to put it in front of the building somewhere. Again, I'm happy to show it off.
Yeah, that was neat last year. It got a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's fun. 70 miles a gallon on a little diesel smart car. You can't complain. That's for sure.
No, that was neat. I'd like to have one.
We got to figure out how to get it in your budget so you have it for next year. We'll get you one.
Yeah,
we got to work on that.
yeah.
We'll get work on that.
Yeah.
So,
We can drive that in next year.
we can drive it in next year.
You can drive it in next year.
Oh, we'll be able to fit it
Yeah.
inside next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can drive this place, this stadium, this arena we're going to be in next year, guys. It's got 12,000 seats. It's so big. They have this door, and two Mack trucks can come in that door. That's how big of an area we're going to have.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And when's the last day that people can register for the classes for the 2010 June Festival then?
They can register right up to the moment. You can come in that morning. You can come in. You could come in Saturday.
Okay.
Registration will still be open. We're going to be open. We're handling this as a job fair as well. See, we're trying to get people to get into massage. We need more people in massage. We need to make it where massage is the most common thing we do for ourselves. And to do that, we need to have more bodies doing it. Right now, there's one massage therapist for about every 1,900, a little over 1,900 people. And we need more people. Just that simple. If massage is going to become more than just a luxury, and it's going to become accepted, we got to get more people involved.
And for next year, what's your theme next year?
Next year is education and research are our future. Reason is that the whole thing's going to be built around a research conference where Ruth Werner is going to be teaching a class on teaching teachers how to understand research so they can then teach students how to understand research. Because if the teachers don't know how to teach it, we're lost. So you have to start there. Next, we're going to have Carrie Smith, who is Rick Rosen's wife. She was named the 2009 AMTA Teacher of the Year. She's going to be teaching a class on teaching teachers how to teach. Another thing I kept hearing from the symposium, all this comes out of the symposium, guys. That's why we have it. One of the things they keep repeating at the symposium is that people with 3 years out of school are being, or sometimes 3 weeks, are being turned into teachers. And as long as that's allowed to continue, we're never going to get anywhere. We're just going to flounder. So the thing to do is people that want to teach, a lot of them have never had a class on how to teach. So Carrie Smith's going to teach that. I'm trying to bring Bonnie Pruden out of Arizona, who was the very first person ever put in the Hall of Fame, to come out of retirement, and she had triple bypass heart surgery last year, and she's coming back from it. But I'm trying to get her to come and be the keynote speaker at that research conference. She has been in research of massage since John F. Kennedy. She worked with Janet Travell, putting shots in people. Part of massage therapy used to be they would come up with a point, and Bonnie Pruden would give you a shot in that point. Well, she started putting her finger there to mark the spot, and she started noticing that just the pressure did the same thing the shot was doing, and that's where she came up with trigger point therapy.
Okay.
Rest is history.
Yep.
No kidding. Wow.
And wasn't she kind of an exercise guru back in the day too?
Wow, the lady still is. Let me tell you, she's 94 years old. She at the festival, she was the keynote speaker, the very first festival. She had 50 people standing in the circle. That's where we were at. She made those people start running in place. Couldn't even get into. So she still holds records. I would love, before she passes, for her to pick a Bonnie Pruden 2. Somebody to hand the torch to keep going the things that her and Jacqueline Lane started. Do you understand that women wear leotard tights? You know what leotard tights are? She was the woman that invented that. She went to the clothiers and they have it in the Smithsonian Institute, has the very first leotards that she created. they're in the Smithsonian Institute, so a lot of history with Bonnie Pruitt. And anyway, I'd like her to come back and do the research. We have Nancy, I think her name's Promagan, who is a AMTA board member. She's going to be giving a class in fibromyalgia. It will have a lot of information with research tied to it as part of that research conference, teachers conference. So that's just the beginning. Then after that conference, we go into festival. So yeah, next year is going to be big.
Are you going to have things on like cancer and things too, or for research?
Every year. This year we have breast cancer, mastectomy massage, oncology classes. Every year, and we'll get bigger every year. This year we just opened it up to the 2 and 3 hour classes. We're already getting people signing up to teach classes next year just as well. I can see us having anywhere from 150 to 175 teachers possibly next year. Just an astronomical amount of choices that people will have. Now, I'm not sure that we'll end up with that many. There's no way to know. But we'll have our regular festival teachers. It looks like about 13 to 15 of them. And then we'll ask teachers if they want to get the recognition and get out there and get seen. It's kind of neat because a lot of people are thinking about doing different modalities, but they don't know anything about it. They'd like to find out about this teacher to see if they'd like her. They'd like to know if what the class is going to cost in detail. If they go to these classes, these 2-3 hour classes, they're going to get a pretty good feel. And at the same time, they're getting credits for it. So they're not losing anything, and they're gaining a better idea about what these modalities are like. If nothing else, they get that out of it. Getting from an instructor that's a world-class instructor who's there to teach them about a modality they don't know about, that's perfect.
And
good education.
What is the process of being an instructor at these at the World Massage Festival?
Sign up.
Okay.
Where do they sign up?
Yeah. Where do they sign up?
Right on the front page says I want to teach.
Okay.
I want to teach.
Yeah.
You click on that button and it'll go right there and you fill in that piece of paper and we'll get you in there.
Yeah.
We'll at least get you to where you get known. I mean, I can't pay everybody to teach 16 hours. I just can't do it. But I can get people to get known out there. If nothing else, somebody saw them at the festival, and then next month when they see them over here in Nashville, they say, hey, I saw that teacher, you ought to go to that class, and they tell that person about that, and then they go, and it's going to help them overall. The more they're out there and seen, the more it's going to help everybody.
Yeah, because more exposure and everything too, of course, and you even have a Facebook fan page too with the World Massage Festival. So, and you keep people up to date with that, so it's always a good idea, right? Oh, you don't keep people up to date?
Not as much as I should. I just don't have time. There's 2 of us that do this festival. I don't think people understand. Most of these festivals that are done even at a state level may have anywhere from 15 to 25 people doing it. There's 2 people that do this. And we have to get everything ready. Now, we have volunteers that show up at festival and will help do the actual event. But all the organization and all the advertising and all the pay, it's just constant. I get about 4 hours a night as it is. So there are some things that slack, and a fan page to me is just like a glory page. You know, it's kind of nice to have, but it's not something I'm going to spend a lot of time on or even keep up to date. I'll worry about keeping the festival page up to date. I'll do that. And I play on Facebook every now and then. I'll go out and say hi to everybody. I try to once or twice a night do that. But other than that, I'm pretty busy organizing. And you got to remember, I'm not just doing 2010 and 2011. I'm already into 2012. I have to have the 2012 Hall of Fame in 2010 to give it to you in June. Everybody's going to want to know who's in 2010, so I got to have that drum roll.
Okay, ready for the drum roll?
Not until June.
Okay.
Come on, one more song.
When you do it in June, though, I'll hand you the microphone and say drum roll.
Yeah.
Perfect.